Power often lives behind walls, cameras, and decisions. But sometimes, nature steps in, quietly, unexpectedly, and reminds even the most powerful that we all share the same world. These are the moments when animals met power. Joe Biden, Commander, the disobedient dog. In the heart of the White House, loyalty took a different form. President Joe Biden's German Shepherd Commander was loved by the family, but not by the Secret Service. After several biting incidents, the dog became an internet sensation, a symbol of chaos within calm. Even in the most guarded house in the world, nature found a way to show its wild side. Vladimir Putin, Connie, the diplomatic test. During a 2007 meeting with German Chancellor Angela Merkel, Vladimir Putin entered the room with his black Labrador, Connie. Merkel, known to have a fear of dogs, froze, and cameras captured every second. The moment became a symbol of power and psychology, wrapped in fur and silence. Emmanuel Macron, Nemo, the accidental star. In 2017, France's President Emmanuel Macron adopted Nemo, a black Labrador Griffon mix, from a shelter. Months later, during a televised meeting, Nemo walked behind him and urinated on the fireplace. The scene went viral, a reminder that even in palaces, nature never asks for permission. Queen Elizabeth II, the royal corgis. For over 70 years, Queen Elizabeth II was rarely seen without her beloved corgis. More than 30 dogs followed her through history, in portraits, ceremonies, even cartoons. They weren't just pets, they were living extensions of her legacy. When she passed away, the remaining corgis stood silently, symbols of loyalty beyond life. Volodymyr Zelensky, patron, the hero dog. In war-torn Ukraine, a small Jack Russell Terrier became a national hero. Patron, meaning bullet, worked with bomb squads to locate explosives. President Zelensky honored him with a medal for bravery. A tiny dog, a devastated land, and a reminder that courage has no size. Jair Bolsonaro, Nestor, the loyal dog. For years, Brazil's former president, Jair Bolsonaro, was followed by a loyal companion, his dog, Nestor. While cameras focused on fiery speeches and protests, this dog became an unspoken symbol of loyalty amid chaos. For Bolsonaro, Nestor wasn't just a pet. He was a reminder that in a world of noise and division, sometimes the truest ally has 4 legs and says nothing at all. Recep Tayyip Erdogan, the partridge moment. During a visit to a wildlife center in Turkey, President Recep Tayyip Erdogan experienced a moment that no protocol could predict. A partridge suddenly landed on his head and stayed there calmly as cameras clicked. The image spread across the media, a rare blend of authority and serenity. In that second, power and nature were perfectly still. Narendra Modi, feeding the peacock. At his residence in New Delhi, Prime Minister Narendra Modi was filmed feeding a peacock, India's national bird. The moment went viral, blending politics, faith, and symbolism. For a few quiet seconds, the leader of 1.4 billion people shared his space with a creature that represents India's soul. Justin Trudeau, the family dogs. In Canada, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau often brings his dogs to public events. They appear in family photos, charity runs, even press briefings. The images project warmth, a deliberate contrast to politics' cold image. Sometimes, a simple wagging tail speaks louder than a speech. Moon Jae-in, Tory, the rescue dog. South Korea's former President Moon Jae-in adopted Tory, a dog rescued from an abusive home. He became the country's first rescue dog. Tory's story changed laws and inspired shelters, proof that compassion can lead from the top. In palaces and parliaments, in silence or chaos, animals remind us of something simple. That leadership is not only about command, but also about connection. Because sometimes the most powerful thing a leader can do is pause and listen to nature.